Oh boy. Alright, everybody, welcome back to No Man's Sky. We're doing a little bit of exploration with good old Outerloper. Apparently, there is a new update with piracy involved, so every now and again it's awesome to come back into this game and just check out all of the new stuff that has been added, because they just never stop turning it into like the craziest, coolest game. Oh, hello. Alright. I need to figure out my controls. This all looks different. I don't remember my ship, my capital ship, being so well lit. Everything's much cooler looking now. So, do I want to take my exotic, or do I want to take my living ship? Or my sweet old school? I just want to... What's up, Outerloper?
Okay, I got you real quiet.
Yeah, a little bit. Oh god, I love my ships.
Barely hear you.
I love my ships so much. Oh. Is that you? Landed? Or are they just random NPCs landing in my capital ship?
Can you hear me? Try again, talk.
I can hear you.
You can hear me, but I can't hear you. I can just barely hear you, really faded in the background. Is your mic turned down?
Let me check. Options. Probably under network, right? Voice chat enabled. I don't see an option to...
It's under network to turn it on and off, but I don't know anywhere where there's a volume adjustment for it. It would have to be your microphone somehow in your system settings, maybe? Or it might be it might be that we're just better off going to Discord and turning the game chat off.
Okay. Let me do that.
Oh, shit.
Bloop-bop. All right. Give it a go. Let me hear you.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello? Do you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yes. Okay, good.
Okay, good.
Good. All set.
I just pissed off the local authorities because I had a bunch of fucking contraband in my hull.
Oh, you naughty boy.
So, but it's okay. I managed to get inside the space station
So
and ditch them.
they must have like overhauled the interior of my spaceships since last time I was here, because like I just hopped into my old rig, like my first Explorer, and oh boy, is it ever just the dopest in here. Oh my god.
Wait till you see the new ships.
Oh, I can't. Oh, yeah. Okay, let's see. How do I get out of here? I gotta, like, pull on this handle.
I remember that Explorer? Wow, this is going back in time.
Uh-huh.
So I'm playing on a totally different save than I used to. I still have that old save, but on that old save I did a lot of duping and cheating and like, messing around.
Cloacatron is so dope inside! Oh my god!
Cloacatron, because it's like you're inside a chicken's ass.
Bok.
I didn't like the living ships. I find they're like driving a foreskin.
Yes, but it's still gooey and delightful. Oh my. So gooey.
It really is.
Alright, let me look at... I just want to... I'm just still just enjoying the view of like all these all my different bits here, because I haven't been inside them in a while. Yeah. Okay, this looks... The interior of this one looks like my other one. Okay.
They haven't made an actual interior for the exotics yet. Like the whole time, they never actually did. They've been using the Explorer interior on them.
Yeah.
But it would be really nice if they updated that. It's just, that's one that's been overdue.
Everything looks nice and, like, updated visually. Like, all of the hands are even more, like, detailed than they were previously, and, like, everything got ramped.
Yeah, the prisms
update.
Retextured
What is
everything
this?
and redid all the lighting effects.
Is this yours?
Yeah.
This is nice, dude.
Wait till you see when it's flying. It has solar sails that go out in the front of it.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, it took me a long time to find this one. But yeah, we can get you in one of these today. We'll get you in.
Let's do
We'll get
it.
you in one of these new ships.
Heck yeah!
Yeah, there's a lot going on now.
That is the new hotness. And you say you can have more than 3 ships now?
You can have. Well, you could always have 6. Now you can have 9.
Okay.
They'll only let you have 6 at a time inside your freighter, but you can always use your freighter to just call a different one in. Just put it one of your landing pads and you can call a different ship in if you have more.
Okay. Well,
I want to see the inside of your freighter. I don't remember.
It's been so long.
Wow. Unplanted. And you just did a huge open room.
Unplanted, and I made all of my my free stuff barrels.
Yeah, you sure made enough of them.
You think? I don't know. I could probably squeeze a few more in here, right?
You're probably good. You probably don't need any more.
Oh, let's see. I gotta like refamiliarize myself with all of this.
There's a whole new building menu and all new building parts. So that'll be different for you. I'll tell you why you don't want to make giant rooms like this in your spaceship anymore, because they changed the draw distance inside the freighter. So if I'm standing over here and I look at the opposite corner of your room, I see stars. Like, it just doesn't res in.
It reses in for me. Oh, over there it doesn't. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So you're going to have that issue when you do a really big room like this, and it'll also slow your load times.
Yeah. Well,
the game's only going to load what's visible, so
as I recall, I did many things very wrong with this.
Oh, it's early on. You still have a lot to do in this freighter. Like, you can change it entirely.
Yes.
It's a blank canvas, really.
If I recall... Yeah, this is the one that I went upstairs with, and I was gonna make, like, entire glitch floors.
Yeah.
I just, like, kept on going up, and was gonna do,
let's
like...
go up 20 floors.
And I was gonna go, like, I was gonna do, like, an entire floor of these pods, and then, like, an entire floor of lamps, and an entire floor of, like...
Yeah.
Just ridiculous.
It'll slow down your freighter loading, but it'll be awesome. The problem with the slow freighter loading is when you have friends visit, it has to upload the plans to them. And so if you overdo your freighter, I learned this the hard way, if you overdo your freighter, no one can visit it.
Right.
It ends up becoming completely purposeless, because if they visit it, they just fall through the floor, because it won't load.
Right. I remember, like, I made an entire, like, massive floor of lamps, and ended up, I think, deconstructing it just because it was just, like, it was glitching me, like, I kept on falling through the floor.
Yeah. Yeah, it will. If you go far enough, it will. It'll glitch you, too. Jeez, enough floors, buddy? What the hell?
You know, I got a little ambitious, so... But yeah, this is my ridiculous, poorly planned, unplanned, I was just freeform.
There's so much new stuff for the freighter, too. There's, like, all these different new upgrades for it and everything, and you can get your freighter to, like... I can't remember, it's like 60,000 light-year distance or whatever for
glitching separator. I don't even know what that is.
It's a glitch. You find them on certain planets that we call glitch planets. Or there's usually no life on them. But yeah, those are... What you find out in the story is that all those glitches that you've been picking up from planets, they're basically trapped souls from when that planet was, like, wiped out by the Sentinels.
Oh.
All the living things were turned into those glitches.
Oh. Glitching separator, stabilized reality glitch, or rare stabilized glitch, retrieved from a malfunctioning planet. So what do I do with it?
It's a decoration for your base. You can put it anywhere in your base, like you just had it. You can build it in the build menu, and then you can put it down somewhere. When you picked it up, you basically took it in your inventory.
Oh, is that under the little mushrooms? Yep, glitching separator.
Yeah.
Calcic shroom.
Alka-shroom is... You have those on you too? That's a different one. That's another... It'll let you keep making them. If you had one in your inventory, you can make a whole bunch. So careful, you could just, like, fill your ship with them by accident. Isn't that fun?
Alright. Well, shall we go get me a solar sail ship?
Okay, well, the first thing we're going to have to do is get to a better system. How about... Here, you know how to call the anomaly, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't see a teleporter on your station. So I'm gonna go to the space station here, and I could teleport over to a pirate system, and then you can anomaly it.
Well, do you need a special, like, scanner to get into pirate systems?
Nope, nothing like that. You might need it to find them. Like, if you don't have your scanners installed on your ship, you won't see them. Like, you need your economy and conflict
Oh, there is
all
a black hole over there? What is
yeah, I
that?
don't go through black holes. Black holes send you to a random spot in the galaxy. Sometimes they bring you closer to the center of the galaxy, sometimes they bring you further away.
Or no, it was just a warp hole.
They can also damage some of the equipment on your ship when you go through them.
Incoming message.
Oh yeah, they're gonna tell you that there's a town that needs rescuing. Because there's probably a town that needs rescuing.
Pathetic Mustafar will not be halted. Warriors.
Yeah, they're trying to start shit with you.
The Wajawazuni. Though the transmission is infused with static and its alien speech garbled, one thing is unmistakable. This life form is in great distress. Their broadcast contains a set of coordinates.
So if you go to that, it'll be a settlement that you can take over. Because that's another new thing in there, is there's settlements now that, like, develop themselves, kind of. Well, you have to help develop them.
Yeah, I haven't played I haven't played this build of the game, or this, this character.
You're at least 6 updates behind, my friend.
Yeah. Alright, so you say go to the anomaly.
Well, you can go to the anomaly. Go to the anomaly, and then once I'm at this other base, you'll be able to warp out of the anomaly, and you can go where I am. It'll ask you when you leave the anomaly if you want to.
If I want to join with you, yeah.
So, something pirate.
I missed all of this. I love this game.
It's beautiful, dude. There's so much going on. There's so much going on too. Like, there's so much to explore and find out.
Oh, that's sweet.
I'm in a pirate system now.
Okay.
So you can just
this game.
So to find the best pirate ships, or sail ships, solar ships they call them. You want to come into a pirate system because there's more of them there. And then you go and hang out on a random freighter and see what flies in. You can do it on the space station too, or at one of the trade things, but you'll get more different kinds of ships there. If you do it on a freighter, you'll get more of the solar ships. So it gives you a kind of higher chance of finding an S-class of it too.
If I do it on a freighter, it's easier to find the S-class, you say?
The solar ships, specifically for the solar ships, yeah. But only in pirate systems.
Okay.
Oh, this is an interesting one flying in. Come on, fly in. I want to see what you are. Oh,
are you on your freighter? Where are you?
I'm not on a freighter. I'll call in my freighter, though, because that way I can show you it. That's a good idea. I was on the space station, but I'll call in my freighter for you.
Oh, it's a hostile scan. Of course it is. It's a pirate system.
Yeah, here, I'll come nearby and offer you support.
Oh, I'm almost at the outlaw station.
Well, come to the freighter.
I'm in the outlaw station. Hold on.
Yeah, I see that.
It's all like chewed up, mangled in here. This is dope.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, yeah.
So it said somebody wanted to fuck
Dude!
with me. Now there's no one here to fuck with me.
Dude!
What?
This is so dope!
You have no clue, dude. It gets doper. Here, I'm flying in just to show you my ship. As you can see, as my ship, it like folds up. What's this one if you scan it? I see a C-class.
This red one?
Well, they're all red. You're in a red room. It's probably blue, actually. You can tell what color it is if you talk to the guy.
Where's the guy? This guy?
Yeah.
Director writing?
Right here.
The one walking around it? They used to just stand still next to it.
Yeah, no, he's right here in front of me. Come over by me, he's right here.
Okay.
Oh, it looks like he wants to leave, so I'd hurry up. Where'd you go?
This one?
Yeah, this guy right in front of me.
Oh, I don't even see him.
No, this, you don't see him?
No, he's invisible. Unless it's
Weird.
this guy, director rating, the guy that's like pacing around the ship.
Yeah, that should be him.
Okay. Because I used to just like stand nearby, so it was throwing me off.
So that just showed me that in your instance, you're seeing different guys than I am in my instance, which is also very interesting. I didn't know that.
Make an offer on the life form starship. Yeah, C-class.
Unworthy.
Unworthy.
It's a decent looking ship, but I don't like that nose.
It's a little wonky, yeah.
I don't really like that. The fuselage. It's actually the whole fuselage comes as one in the center, and then there's the two side nacelles, and then there's the wings. You have different wings, and you have different solar sails. But you can't even see the solar sails because they're folded up inside. You only see it when you take off the ship. Okay, I'm gonna go to my freighter because I want to check on something, but you can come over there and see it quick.
Yeah.
It's right outside the station. You can't miss it.
Oh, I saw the compensator fly in. Don't worry.
Oh no, this is not the compensator.
Oh,
this is the
is not?
interdimensional doorstop.
Oh, okay.
It's just the little one, right? So I called it the
Happy dog.
doorstop.
Why you
It keeps the door to another dimension open. And you'll see all my other awesome ships in here. My latest one is so nice. Oh my god, this ship is sick. It's gonna take a lot of work, but oh, it's so sick. This one has my favorite fuselage.
That's dope.
Pretty awesome looking.
That is very awesome looking.
All right, going upstairs.
I like the wings on this one. I like everything on this one. I like everything on the new ships.
Yeah, a lot of them have the wings like that. That style of wing. I'm not big on those wings. I find they're like too Buck Rogers for me, but like I won't even give them Battlestar Galactica. They're all the way back at Buck Rogers. You know what I'm saying?
Happy doggy.
Even Flash Gordon. They might even be Flash
Yeah,
Gordon
that's true.
wings.
Yes, that is
Very Barbarella, Flash Gordon kind of action. Yeah. Ah, my ship. I need that. Welcome aboard the doorstop. Make yourself at home. Take a look around.
Well, I'm gonna hang out. Oh, look at you! You got a little bar in here.
Well, you gotta keep the morale up.
Yeah, you gotta keep the morale up. Yeah, clearly.
There's a full cafe there. I got a menu and everything. You know, Cafe 42. Gotta have Cafe 42.
I will take a gargle blaster for sure.
Yeah, exactly. Pan-galactic gargle blaster.
Mm-hmm. Like a gold brick wrapped around a slice of lemon.
Yes. And thrown thrown firmly at your head. Oh, Douglas Adams.
Well, I'm gonna hang out in the landing bay on your ship and see if I can talk to some.
All right. Well, I was going to give you the troop ship tour. Okay, I will come down. The best way is not on my freighter; it's on a random freighter in the system. So you want to go to one of the system freighters you can land on, because mine, all of the spots are taken up, right? So there's only so much space for them to land. But if we go to a system freighter, here I'll go with you. If we go to a system freighter, they'll
I like how the the stations also have like more geometry to them now too.
Yeah, the Prisms update did a lot for the visuals of the game. Coming?
Oh, where'd you go?
I went out on my ship. Oh yeah, I see where you are. There's a freighter right in front of me that we can land on. Just taking my time so you can see my ship flying, because I want you to see how cool it is when it's flying in space.
Oh!
There's a couple of really cool ships flying around this system. Hopefully they land on here. Ooh, that is a cool ship. Give me this class. Come on, do it. Oh, it's only a C for me. You should take a look at it, though. It's white. It's kind of fruity.
Gonna where? Oh, this little.
Oh!
It's
white and silver.
Falcony, yeah.
Oh, it's white and gold, actually. Talk to the dude. See what you get.
Hello, friend.
There's another one coming in over here. They come in pretty fast after you land on the ship, but you really only get one wave of them, and then you have to go to another one. But there's at least 2 more ships coming in here.
I mean,
so
that is a cool-looking ship, but
we're getting a hauler and an explorer. Look at how small this hauler came in. It's fucked up. We've been getting this glitch lately where some of the ships come in super small. This thing should be massive. Like, this is a hauler. I don't know if you're seeing it small, but I'm seeing a tiny little ship.
I mean, I'm seeing a pretty decent-sized ship.
Oh no, and this one shrank on me now too. What a fun glitch.
I mean, this white one over here is pretty small. Like, it looks petite. Like, it's about head height. I'm about head height with the cockpit.
It shrank down. It shouldn't be that small.
Okay.
Like, you compare it to mine, they should be the same size.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, it is definitely not the same size.
They actually have a nice hauler in this system, too. The blue one. I need blue ships. We haven't even been on the planet yet, so I haven't I haven't introduced you to my team.
Oh?
Yeah, I got like a whole squad with me now, dude.
So you say I need to bounce to a new starship? Can't just stay here and window shop forever?
Yeah, that's right. They won't keep landing. It'll be like 10 minutes before another one lands. So you'd want to go to another system freighter. And usually you can find 2 or 3 system freighters in each system, and then if you've checked all of them and found nothing, then you just reload your save and go again. If you're specifically trying to get an S-Class solar ship, and you've seen the one you want in this system. You know what I mean? And we could also just do some straight up piracy. You know, you could blow up these ships and take their cargo. Just don't blow up any of the individual cargo pods that are floating around them. If you only attack the big ship and what's attached to it, you won't get any negative faction reaction. But if you attack the little cargo pods, then whatever faction owns this system is going to get pissed.
Okay. Hold on, I'm gonna roll on over to this guy over here.
Warning. Threat detected.
Threat detected? Oh no!
Here are threats.
I'm not that worried. If I recall correctly, I can. Well,
By the
it's
way,
been a little
they
while.
have changed all of the space combat, and it's far more challenging than it used to be.
Okay, because I used to be able to
Everything has
just like.
proper shield ratings now.
Okay.
And, like, you can't just blast them once and kill them. Although 2 blasts takes care of their shields for me, and the 3rd blast kills them. So you know it's still pretty easy because I'm fully upgraded. But
Well, I never
Yeah.
had a worry in this ship because at least before I could just fly backwards as fast as they were flying at me and just like leave a trail of blaster fire, just
and that'll
like
be true
completely
unless you're up
smoke them.
against the sail ship, because now the sail ships are faster than the explorers. But yes, in almost every circumstance, the explorer, that's the best way to use it. You just fly backwards and blast.
Ooh, that's pretty. Oh, got a weird nose on it.
It's the sea. Oh yeah, that's the one with the weird nose. Yeah, it is pretty otherwise. I'm seeing it as a C. There's at least one more coming in, maybe 2.
Yeah, C class.
You stand up here, you can see what's coming in. I'm not seeing it this time. It's coming. There's got to be a ship coming. This doesn't open for nothing.
Right. But this game is also completely free of glitches.
Oh yeah.
100%.
Every update they do adds in new exploits and new glitches and new weird things that people find, and it's like, dude, some of the shit people have gotten into in this game to stay entertained is fucking hilarious.
Oh, alright, so hold on.
You want to go down to a planet's surface and see some of the changes down there? I'm not seeing a ship come in. I'm impatient.
Sure. I'm down. So, jazz musician, this, No Man's Sky is, like, the basic story of it is that you are a crash-landed space traveler. You wake up stranded on a planet
With no memory of who you are.
with no memory of who you are, where you came from, and you just kind of have to piece it all back together. Like, you find your ship and you build an outpost and, you know, join the intergalactic community and
and
you
you're
know,
basically trying to find out who you are and what's going on and
yeah,
the nature of this reality that you're now exploring.
yes,
Yeah, that's basically the major plot. And it's all based around a meta-narrative, of course. and I don't want to give you any spoilers, but we have found out a little bit more about what's going on.
Well, I mean, more than the 16, 16, 16.
Yeah, there's 16 minutes left, and the simulation's about to reset.
Yeah. And then you reset the simulation, and
Yeah, well, that's the main gist of it, but now we're starting to figure out that the reason the simulation is failing is because of us. We're the glitch that's taking it apart. And every other iteration and every other traveler you meet is actually the same traveler.
over and over and over again.
Over and over and over and over again, experience everything in every possible way possible.
Well, that's what that's what a singularity is, man. Like,
yeah, and so we're the paradox that's collapsing the simulation, basically. And all of the like exploits we use and cheating we do to do everything and get around, that's what's actually fucking it up. Like, the exploits and all the glitches are part of the story, which has never been really done in a video game that I've seen before. But it's all canon. Oh good, I'm in a fight with the Sentinels. This is gonna be fun. You should come down and see what happens in a Sentinel fight.
where are you? You're like way. Hold on.
I'm just landed on a planet, and I've like pissed off a whole bunch of Sentinels, and they're getting very angry. And
Right,
there's
I'm
a whole
coming.
lot
I'm
of them.
coming.
Because they don't just come like 1 or 2 Sentinels now. The first wave of Sentinels is 5 Sentinels, and it's 1 healer, 1 summoner, 5 and 3 combat Sentinels, and then very soon after them, a couple more summoners arrive, and then their numbers just start increasing.
Oh, wait. I thought you were way further away than that.
I'm just kind of like kiting them around while they build up, so you can get a real idea of what the Sentinel swarm is like.
Oh.
I gotta change my weapon, and this is just like this is 1 star. I have not started attacking them yet, right?
Oh boy. They're mad at you.
Okay, so first we gotta take the healers and the summoners.
Alright,
Unless you want to just farm them, and then you could just keep killing everything but the summoner, and they'll keep bringing in more sentinels, and you'll get this stuff called glass that will sometimes be upgrades for your exosuit, and sometimes will be well, you can sell them for nanites, basically.
Well, my multi-tool is glitched.
What's glitched on it? If you hit the G button, you can change which weapon you're using.
Well, I can change the weapon, but it's like I have it like my blaze javelin is like locked in for some reason.
What do you mean locked in?
Like I charged up my blaze javelin.
Yeah.
To like shoot a bolt.
Yeah.
And it but like I can't not shoot the bolts. Or I can't actually shoot it.
Do you have another weapon on your multi-tool?
I can't cycle through the weapons.
Where are those sentinels going? They're just like flying off into the distance. It's so weird. Didn't even want to. Oh, now they're coming towards me. Dude, I'm calling in this squad. Okay, first I need my Minotaur.
Wait, was a
Minotaur has an
lot
AI in
easier
it.
to smoke enemy ships when I was on MNK.
I need my Robo Pet 2. He's gonna freaking help me slaughter these Sentinels.
Killing sentinels for fun and profit.
I don't even know where they went. They ran away from me. Like they should. Summon them back by taking a fucking Gravitino ball.
Can I help with air support?
Sure, go ahead.
Oh,
You'll notice that their response is a lot heavier.
yes.
You'll also notice that there's a blue robot. That blue robot's with me. Don't shoot it.
Oh,
That is
that blue
mine.
robot's yours?
Yeah, so the little blue sentinel, the blue sentinel dog, and the blue walking around robot, those are all my squad. I've got three sentinels that work with me. I have now a sentinel trainer. And I've converted my Minotaur into like this AI battle machine thing. I love that like they send in sentinel ships now too. So if you do air support, they send in fighters. It's so fucking cool. So yeah, there's way more dynamic combat with the Sentinels. That's what I'm trying to get at. It's not just like Sentinels and eventually a Walker. It's like there's a bit more to it, and there's tactics that you need to know to be able to survive it. Where before it was just, you know, shoot the Walker in the legs. And there's gains from it now. Like there's rewards in the form of this glass stuff that is either a technique for farming nanites or a way to get like basically illegal modifications for your exos.
Critical damage taken.
No, I need to get on out of here.
Right?
I'm shield low.
Yeah, you can use a Star Shield battery to refill it if you have one. Okay, this enemy is lit, he won't die. So that's dangerous as hell. That one sentinel might kill us. So I've hit him a lot. I would recommend landing, but they won't let you land in combat now. So if you really
I'm just
feel
kind
like
of
you need to get
cheesing it
away-
on out of here, and I'm gonna land on a freighter.
Yeah, that's the way to do it. Okay, he's taking damage now. I killed him.
Huzzah!
Done. Called in my freighter to end the combat.
So yeah, and we can have a squadron of up to 4 fighters that follow us around now. You can hire squadron guys. So if you meet someone on the space station or whatever and you like their ship and you like their look, you can hire them.
Cool.
And if you ever get in a space fight, they will automatically go up and fight on your side. You will occasionally now get attacked by pirates when you're even just walking around on a planet. That's new.
Okay.
So every once in a while, you'll just get like space ambushed while you're walking around. Guys will come down and start strafing you from their ships. And like you have to go hide in a cave, get in a building, or call your ship and bust them up.
Now you're saying I can repair my ship's shields
With a star shield battery. So if you have in your ship or in your inventory, you have something called a star shield battery, you could just basically click on your shields in your ship or hit it through the quick charge menu. That when you hit X and you hit the battery, the star shield battery will be there if you're out of shield battery. And you can very quickly refill your shields, and that way, you know, as long as you have star shield batteries on you, they can't take you out, basically.
I'm not
You can
sure
just
I
keep reloading
have.
You probably don't
of
have any on.
those,
You probably
and
don't have them yet.
Probably don't have them yet. Yeah.
But I would try to land in a space station or land in a freighter.
Yeah,
I've
I'm
now-
in a station right now.
Yeah, so then you've ditched the heat. The guys aren't going to be after you anymore.
Right.
I'll come and meet you at the station. Oh god, gorgeous ship. Oh my god, it's gorgeous. Fuck. Only a C-class though. There are some nice ships in this system. There's a couple of white ones that I really like. Makes me want to keep shopping. What else is new that I can tell you about? Oh, were you around for community missions?
Yes and no. I think we did like one.
That's how you earn Quicksilver, right? And
Yeah,
every
yeah,
weekend
yeah.
there's one on. Like, I haven't done the one for this weekend yet. We could earn 1,100 Quicksilver, and then you could buy a bunch of new stuff. If you're into it. And the community mission takes about 10-15 minutes. This one is, we have to build a base together. But it just gives you a list of parts that you have to include in the base, and then you just do it. But I have all the material for it, so it'd be very easy. Oh, there's station override things now, but nobody knows what they do yet. Everyone's dying to find out what the fucking station override does, because we think
You'll be able to
there seems
own a
be stuff-
station.
Yes, we're going to be able to own and build and customize a space station very soon.
Mhm.
We're waiting for that update. And then it's also going to change all the economy in the game, because essentially your space station is going to be your new way to make money. Yeah. Because by putting getting a space station in the right system and upgrading it the right way, you'll be able to make lots of cash, is what it seems like it's going to be. The data miners have been going nuts.
Mhm.
Since the last update actually was like 4 updates, they figured. Raiders, a whole new different style of rooms, and have elevators and all that kind of shit. Like, they've already found the files for like the elevators and everything, so they know that's coming. And they figure it's not just for the space stations, it's probably both for the space stations and the freighters. And you'll basically be able to build on the space station with your freighter parts. Yeah, cool stuff coming.
Cool stuff. Yep, 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 yep.
The derelict freighters. Did you remember those? Did
Yep.
you ever do a derelict freighter?
Yeah,
those
yeah.
are great. Those are still around. So that's my favorite way to make nanites in the game now. And you can get all the crazy upgrades for your ship. for your freighter. Or just expand your freighter's bulkheads, get more room on your freighter if it's not full sized yet. What else is there? Pets. Do you have any pets? Probably don't have any pets.
I do on my other one, the most recent one.
Yeah, so that's another new thing that's really popular, and you know, they basically put Pokemon inside the game, so.
Mm-hmm.
And they expanded how many pets you can have. Like before, you could only have 4. Now I think you can have 12. They expanded how many multi-tools you can have. Before, you could only have 3. Now you could have 12. So I'm just trying to list off things that are new in the game. I'm trying to think of what's changed since it's been around.
Is this your ship? Interloper. Yeah.
Interloper. Interloper. That's why And I still have some stuff to accomplish on the save if we want to be productive, but I'm mostly just move off and look for ships these days. This guy up here, he has different missions than what you're used to. This guy sells contraband, and if you sell contraband in a non-pirate system, you sell it for at least 100% more or 50% more. So just smuggling stuff from pirate systems to legit systems is now a very good way to make money.
Mm-hmm.
But there's some equipment that you might want to install on your ship first that stops the cops from scanning you for contraband. You have to install that thing and then activate it when they scan you.
Okay.
But even then, it's just like, okay, so the Sentinels are attacking me, big deal. I get away from them and I deliver the cargo, right?
Mm-hmm. I just love how cool this environment is.
I love the fact that there's trash cans, burning trash cans.
Right? Like smoky, atmospheric effects, like just everywhere, and like.
Well, it must be great in VR. Like the mist
It's
on the
so
floor and
good.
everything must look
It's
so good. In VR.
It's so
Yeah.
good.
I was watching one of the reviewers that was like reviewing No Man's Sky, and he was doing the whole like, oh, I haven't played it in 5 years, let's see how it is now, right? Or whatever it was. And he starts playing it, and he basically, it shows him like loading up the game, and it goes, you want to play it in VR? And he's like, what? I can play it in VR? And the guy loads it up in VR and starts shitting himself. Like, he loses his fucking mind. He's like, no one told me! This is the best fucking VR game! And, like, it's so funny, his review is just him. Everything
so
he
good.
sees, he's like a little kid just losing his shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was one of the funniest reviews I've ever seen, because I've never seen someone just so incredibly psyched and like unsurprised, like he had no clue, right?
Mm-hmm.
He hadn't played it since its launch date, and then he got all angry and rage quit and refunded the game.
Mm-hmm.
And then years later, like, he buys it again at half price when one of his friends forces him to. And then, like, without trying the game at all, okay, I'm going to give it a first impressions review, you know, fucking streams it and ends up, like, losing his shit. And apparently this reviewer is normally very negative about a lot of things, so it was like, I'll try to find it. It was fucking one of the funniest reviews I've seen of the game. He's like, eat himself, what the fuck? It's just so awesome. Yeah. And it was recently too, it was after this update. Now there's still some glitches in VR. There's still some things. Hey, if you look down, you see your body now, right?
Nope.
So we got cocked. knocked out a session together, but we're still in the space station. We can still see each other, but we're actually not in game together anymore.
Huh. I can't see a body underneath me. It's just floating hands.
Okay.
But that's a invite. Yep. Boop.
That is something that I thought they had fixed.
It's common in VR to just have
The
hands. Yeah.
I know, I realize
just as
that.
like a yeah.
They may have taken it back out, I know, at one point. Or maybe it's an option you can turn on and off.
That's possible. The general options.
I know the inside of the cockpits and everything is fucking incredible.
It's so good.
That's where they keep getting good kudos, is like no one else is doing the only thing they really need to work on is the getting in and out of the cockpits. Like, just beaming into it isn't so fun, you know? I'd love to see them actually getting in and out. I'd love to see the cockpits opening.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess it just saves them so much effort, right?
Yeah. You don't have to come up with, like, individual animations for every style of ship and every style of cockpit.
They have 4 styles of cockpit now.
Just 4? I'm gonna run to a system freighter.
Yeah, I
if
know.
I can-
It's kind of well, 4 styles of ship cockpit. There's there's a lot of different cockpits, but it's all the Exocraft has their individual cockpit.
Is that your?
There-
Oh, that's your freighter.
There's
Yeah.
2 pits, an Explorer cockpit, and the hull. Oh, I guess there's there's only one hull a cockpit too. Oh, and the shuttle cockpit. So there's 5. There's 5 cockpits. And the sail ship cockpit. I guess there's 6. Sail ships are my favorite now. They're just so fucking sexy. The only problem with them... Oh, you'll hate this. Oh, you'd be really curious about it. The only problem with them is that when you're looking from inside the cockpit, you have a reduced viewing area because there's these giant sails out in front of your ship.
Yeah.
And the sails are translucent, but like still, you know, like there's these big sails out in front of your ship. And the sails come in different colors or shapes and colors, like semicircle, rectangular, or kind of this weird hexy, looks like a couple of dicks thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I have on mine.
The hexidicks.
The hexidicks. Yeah, you'll see exactly what I mean when you see one. You'll be like, yeah, those are hexidicks, all right. And yeah, usually just hang out up here and wait for them to spawn in. Now, because we didn't reload before we did this, it might take a while. I don't know. I don't know how that works.
Oh, because we've already been to this freighter, you mean?
Yeah, exactly. Well, basically, all the ships that are spawning into the system spawn in after you load the game. And they spawn in on a schedule. So, they've already all spawned in. All the ships in this system. And now they're doing their own, like, random routines. And occasionally they'll land here. I see it as a C. We should also see this
How
ships
do
as
you
different classes.
auto-scan
when
it?
they land.
How do you get the
just
scan so early?
Hit F button, I just scan right away and scan the ship. As soon as it lands, you can scan it. Once it's on the ground, you can scan it. Actually, it's only while it's landing you can't. While it's flying in the air, you can scan it, and once it lands on the ground, you can scan it.
Starship Explorer C-17 +4 Okay.
So if you were trying to get a non-sail ship, you wouldn't really try too hard in a pirate system, because the odds of getting it S-Class aren't going to be that great.
Okay.
But sail ships show up in pirate systems at least S-class at least 2% of the time, I think.
So what all comes in to play with this pirate update, this Outlaws update?
Contraband, totally changing the economy of the game because it's a new way to make money. The new ships, new missions, new space stations, complete space combat rework, rebalance of all the space combat weapons, and squadrons, like being able to have like a team of fighters that follow you around. I think that's about it. It's mostly what was in this update, this last one. Are really cool because you could ride around on them, and some of them are really fast, and you could use your scanner while you're riding. Wait, you can't do that in a vehicle.
Are you able to, like you were saying, that you could attack freighters and stuff and like pirate their goods?
Yeah. Yeah, that's always been in the game, but now there's like kind of more motivation to do it. It's a more profitable enterprise now. And if you do it in pirate systems, you'll fill your ship up with contraband, which is worth a lot in other systems. Whereas if you do it in a regular system, you'll just fill up with like the regular old cargo that it used to be, with a few variations. Like they kind of tweaked what you get out of it now. It's harder to get the freighter modules apparently, but I still seem to get tons of them. But yeah, I feel like, let's say we were shopping on that ship and it didn't give us anything we wanted. We were like, dude, you wasted my time. I'm gonna fucking destroy you now. And you just go back. You know, after hanging out on their ship, getting to know everybody, you know, you're just gonna go back and just wipe them out entirely. I'll fight back, but you can just destroy their cannon. You know? Oh, it's fun to destroy.
Space combat is so much harder in VR.
Yeah, but you can look around. I've heard
Yes.
both good and bad about it. Also, I've heard of people, apparently the VR and HOTAS is really nice.
Yeah, if you actually had a locked-in stick and throttle.
Yeah, that you can just
But
grab.
like when it's just free floating and you're trying to like,
I want that so bad, dude. I want a HOTAS system and a headset so bad. Oh, damn. I'm flying as your wingman right now.
I am not gonna get this guy's shield down, let
I
alone.
can't see him. I can't see what you're shooting at. So I'm very disappointed in the game right now. Because I should be able to help you. But I can't even see what you're shooting at.
Grrr.
Yeah. There's one.
Are you attacking this ship?
I already attacked it. It's done. I just ripped it. Oh, barely. No. Another one.
Hostile ships defeated.
You know, just burning their shit up. Take out all their turrets, blow off all the pods on the side of the big freighter. Yeah, it's a nice meditative, calm, relaxing way to get a whole bunch of money and nanites in this game.
The writing or the pirating.
Yeah. Always flying around and like the stuff they send against you, like it's not like in the police systems, there's nothing really coming after you. So as long as like you don't fuck around and fuck with the cargo pods and you only deal with the big ships, you're fine. I got my squadron flying with me. Okay, all those freighters are dead.
Can you not pull out your multi-tool on a ship?
Nope.
Dang.
That would sure be a great improvement too if we could land on these freighters and pirate them. Like actually like kill the people on board and take the freighter.
Mhm.
I would be so impressed.
Little tiny. Okay, I see what you mean with the little tiny ships.
It's a weird glitch. It's a new one.
Well, I mean, you know, it's very like self-centered to think that all alien species are going to be the same like build and general size as us. Yeah, I mean, like there's going to be all sorts of planets where being a little tiny guy.
Well, yeah, well,
or being like huge.
The Gek ships, yeah, the Gek ships should be half the size of the Vakine ships, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the thing I'm not impressed with though is that it's very difficult for us to do things together in space combat. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Like if it's not working out that I can see the ship you're attacking. If they're still keeping those in separate instances, I'm not impressed. And they weren't before. Like before they were definitely in the same instance we could attack ships together. But it always had some sort of weird lagginess to it. Like you shoot your ship and it would blow up a few seconds later. This is a ship I just blew up 5 minutes ago, and now I'm landing on it to go shopping. What the hell is that? Right?
Oh, I just happened to completely nail it. Oh, I am landing inside this. I just
Little
like
pin-nosed ring fighter just came in here. You would love it.
Oh, dang it.
It's blue and silver with a little yellow tip on its nose.
On your ship?
On the one that I'm standing on, yeah. I can, if I keep standing by the guy with it, it'll stay here until you get here.
Okay, I'm coming.
Here. I just have to talk to him so he doesn't go anywhere until you get here. But as far as, I always like, especially if you're playing on normal, so you're not limited by the ship size, and you can still upgrade it all the way no matter what. So, finding small ships is more fun. You know what I mean? Like, finding something tiny and cool looking.
Oh, that is a pretty cool one, yeah.
I always particularly like the combination of the ring and the needle nose. And the pre-engine back, that's not bad. That's pretty good. Better than the
it's a
box
C
thruster.
class.
Oh, if it's a C class, then Although you can upgrade it, it's only, 50,000 nanites or whatever it is to get it up to S. Actually, I think
that's
it's
true.
80,000 in total. It's 10,000 from C to B,
Well, I
and
mean,
then 20,000 from
I'm a
B to A, and then
nanites
50,000
though.
nanites.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
50,000 from A to F.
I'm a poor man when it comes to nanites. I'm only at 17,000.
If you want the max stats on a ship, you have to buy it as a C class and then upgrade it with nanites up to S, and then you'll get the absolute best that ship can be.
Really?
Yeah, without cheating. Yes, absolutely. That's how you get the max upgrades on a ship, is because it gets a small percentage boost every time you're upgrading it. So if you can do 3 upgrades on the ship, you're getting the most percentage boost on it.
Oh. I always figured
you
it
buy
would
a
be
C
best
class-
if you look for the
Yeah.
S class.
I'm just saying, it is because you get it as an S class, and then you don't have to spend a fortune in nanites. But if you're a rich nanite making motherfucker who wants like the ultimate in ship luxury, that's what a lot of them will do, is they want it in C class. They don't care if it's an A or an S or a B. They want it in C so that they can spend the nanites and upgrade it so they can get slightly better stats. Because you can get as much as like 5 to 10% more stats on it if you do it that way. I don't really, I don't bother with it much. I'm just pointing it out because these are things I've learned in the game since before. But I find that honestly, like even the weakest ships, C class with the shittiest stats, as long as you put the right gear on it, it doesn't fucking matter. Like, you're still gonna be OP as soon as you properly equip the ship. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's better to have an S class for a bunch of reasons, because your max stats will be up higher, you'll do more damage, you'll go faster, all that.
This is just a pretty ship, dude. Can you find these crash landed?
I haven't so far. I don't know about that. Maybe in pirate systems. You want to go find out? Let's go look at crash ships. Ah, it's such a good idea. There you go. There's always something to do with this game. I haven't tried that yet, so I'm gonna go down here and look, because we might get it in the ocean or we might get it on land. And I can use my exocross submarine to scan for crash ships in the ocean, and I can use my Minotaur to scan for them on land. I think if I highlight them, you can see them after I scan for them. You can also buy the maps in the space station for
But you didn't. At least before, there was no guarantee that it would actually be a ship. It was like, right?
No, there's no guarantee that you'll find something when you scan. But it might be a crash ship or it might be a freighter, right?
Right.
As soon as I got back down on the planet, the Sentinels attacked me.
This is like a super hostile Sentinel planet, though, right? Like,
Yeah.
let's see if my. All right, my gun is no longer glitched. Mining beam, terrain manipulator, animus beam, bolt caster.
So I'm flying towards where there's a crash ship. As soon as I have it down,
Javelin.
as soon as I have it down, I will be able to flip over to the next one, and we'll see if I find a ship. Where is it? Is it close? My strategy with the Sentinels, I ignore them half the time. They get pissed off at me, I just ignore them.
Oh, there's even like a visual update to the beam on the mining beam.
Oh yeah. Massive.
Everything's so cool now, man. Like,
There's a lot of love in this game. Kind of undeniable.
Gravitino ball. If I pick this up, am I gonna get attacked by?
Yeah,
Okay.
immediately. It'll be 3 stars immediately. They have no sense of humor about it. There's a theory that those Gravitino balls are Sentinel eggs.
Excuse me. Sorry, Sentinel. Oh boy. Oh boy. Where's my ship? Where's my ship?
Need some cover.
For some reason, when I use my... Oh, it's because I'm not facing forward, right?
Another freighter.
The one thing that they've done very weird about VR is that you have to be a specific, like, faced in a specific direction.
If you come over by where I am right now, there's something else new. Fly over this way. You might find this pretty fascinating.
Where are you?
Look for the blue dot.
I see you.
Wish they'd let me land. You just disappear. The fuck? How could a big ship just disappear? That is this weirdest thing, dude. There was like one of the frigates, like a support frigate that was just flying around in the atmosphere here. That happens all the time now, and that's what I wanted to show you. And I was like flying with him, and I thought about trying to attack him, and the instant I thought about trying to attack him, he disappeared.
It's like, nope.
There's a crashed freighter over here. I gotta check. Don't bother landing. Save your fuel. I'll find this where there's an actual crashed fighter. I don't know if you can see the exclamation mark. Do I have? If I tag it, can you see it? Trying to see if I can share my scanner data with you, you know? Like, if I scan something, find it, and tag it, you can be able to see it, right?
I'm not sure. I
It would
see
be steered by me. It would be right near where I am. So, is there like an exclamation mark near where
there's
I
like
am?
a house thing. Okay, come on, game.
Okay, give it one more scan with the Minotaur. Actually, I'm getting the scanner the wrong way. Sentinels decided that I'm amusing. What the fuck is this?
Alright, I got a crashed freighter here.
Scan for one in the water. The one place the Sentinels can't follow you is the water. And drowned starship detected. I have to remember the fastest way to find them is to look in their water. These Sentinels have no sense of humor. My Minotaur and my robot dog just tear them apart while I run away, so it's great. They keep them really busy.
Thank you, Boston Dynamics.
Yeah, thank you, Boston Dynamics, totally. And the fact that the Minotaur is basically this big gorilla robot that follows you around and kills anything that fucks with you now is so funny.
Mm-hmm. So whereabouts is this crash ship?
Yeah, I'll pin it. I think if I, like I said, I think if I select it, tag it, you should be able to see it now.
I see a ping, yeah. No.
And it will be in the water, but we should be able to land reasonably close to it.
Ah.
Fly up and out of the atmosphere first to get there a lot quicker.
Yeah. I remember. Just having all sorts of trouble lining up my flight path in a way that doesn't, like... Cause the VR flying without a, a hard fastened stick and HOTAS. It's like,
Yeah.
It's a little challenging because whichever direction your knuckles were faced when you grabbed the joystick is now like your 0.
Right. Can you let it go and re-grab it?
Yes, but I'm having that's like the trouble that I'm having is that it takes a second to like let go and like. While I'm trying to like pull my hand away, it's just like throwing the stick in whatever direction it feels like. So it's a little wonky.
The hauler. I see it as a C. So far.
Where are you?
So far, I haven't seen a crashed. I mean, it's not a bad hauler. It's kind of a cool looking hauler. I don't think I like the colors, but the wing style is not bad.
For some reason, I can't go underwater.
What? Like, at all?
It would appear that way.
Your ship shouldn't be able to. You gotta land on land, but you
No,
should be able to.
I'm out of my ship, floating around on the surface of the water right above you. Oh, wait a minute. I'm in the
Hi.
menu. I'm in the...
For me, I just have to look down and point forward.
Yeah, I'm looking down and... it won't let me in there. I might need to get a... have my freighter, like, drop my
Submarine?
submarine.
My freighter is in the system, so you can't. Okay, I'm gonna put down an exocraft summoner for you. Oh no, you'd have to put down your own. Oh no, no, if I put one down, you should be able to summon yours. So I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna put one down and see if you can summon it after I put one down, okay?
Copy. Look at these fishies. Look at they're so fancy. Little fancy dancers.
Go for it. See if you're you can summon your exocraft submarine now.
Oh, you dropped it down there?
No, it shouldn't matter. You should be able to summon it now that there's one of these on the planet. You should be able to summon it. And because we're in game together, you should be able to use my summoner.
Um.
And if you can't, I'll go up on land and I'll put it up on land, and that way you can get at it from there. Is it working?
Nope.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Signal established, select summon location. Oh, down there?
Well, wherever you want.
Well, I
summon
can't-
it right in front of you so you can get it. Here, I'll put this up on the surface. Maybe that'll work.
Yeah, that'll probably have a lot to do with it, because I can't reach your summoner area anyway.
Yeah, you shouldn't have to, really. You should be able to just... Okay, which way was land? My ship. My ship's on land. Where's my ship? My ship's that way. Oh, look, I'm drowning. I should really
Wait,
fix
no
that.
exocraft summoning station in system is
Yeah,
what it
because
says.
I just took it away, so that's what
Activated.
it says. Sorry, just
Well,
fixing myself so I
the
don't
sentinels are here. Hi, guys. Leave me alone.
Yeah, it's because I had heat when I landed, so they're still pissed off at me.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I don't give a fuck. These guys can fuck off. Here, I'm gonna put the exocraft summoner in a spot that you can get at it, okay?
They're mad at me. Ouch.
Like, must be constructed underwater, so I can only put it in certain places. There, I got it as high up as I can. I don't know if you can reach it from there.
It should be like directly under me, right?
Yeah.
I don't see it.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
Really?
There we go. Now I can. I think I might need to fly away. Oh, all of the sentinels are like right up in my grill right now. There's like 12 of them.
I know, I see it. Calling in my Minotaur can still piss them off. Oh, geez, they're blowing the island up.
They start launching the geo weapons and all like taking out chunks of the terrain. There's a big swarm of them, dude. That's like impressive.
We did it!
I'm gonna need my dog too. That's distracting for a bit.
I'm dipping. It's just a hauler.
All those sentinels disappeared just now. I'm gonna scan for another one actually.
Interloper, outerloper has engaged sentinels. Brian Carlo, how's it going, dude? Fan of spam? Yes, this is in VR. VR support for No Man's Sky got added a couple years ago at this point, and yeah, they've just been like putting out new content, updates after update after update with it, and it just keeps on getting cooler and cooler and cooler. So like, if you have a computer that can run it, you know, like, definitely check it out, because it's you know, like you'll want to be on PC in order to run the game, but yeah, it's definitely one of the cooler experiences in VR, just because there's so much you can do with it, and just like, you know, it kind of goes really well with VR because of the nature of No Man's Sky is very explorational. Like, you just like cruise around the galaxy, like, you know, trying to figure out who you are, what your backstory is, like figure out what, you know, what the rules of the world are, what the rules of the universe are, kind of thing, like why it exists and what your role in that is. And there's just like big vast exploration going on, with, you know, a kind of like empty, you know, feeling to it, where it's a big universe, man. You're alone in it to a degree. And yeah, as you explore, you get to you know, experience it on a whole level. And yeah, when you add VR to that, it's definitely a special experience. But yeah, this game is so good. I love it. You still there, Outerloper?
Yeah, man.
All right. You're still hunting ships, eh?
Yeah, I'm coming up on a drowned ship right now.
But it's a drowned ship. Well, maybe
You're gonna love this. I love this. Oh, dude, it's only a C for me, but wow, did I just find it with you? Oh, you gotta come to me.
Alright, I'm coming.
He might be a very happy camper. It can only be up to Class B because it's crash ship, right? But this confirms it, just so you know, yes, the new ships can be crash ships. You can get one for free as a crash ship. But crash ships, unless they're shuttles, can only be level, Class B, Class C or B. If you get a crash ship that's a shuttle, it can be an S, or an exotic can be an S. But as far as I know, everything else can only come in as Class B. What is going on? This crash ship's wings are starting to fold in and out? What is happening? The Hawk of Infinity. It even has a really cool name. It's such a beauty. Ooh-wee.
Let me see if I can land nearby.
You're gonna have to land and swim. The closest island is reasonably close, but you'll have to swim about 500 units.
Hopefully swimming is an option.
We have to figure out what's going on with that with you. There's a way that you should be able to dive into the water. You're missing something on the interface, I'm sure.
Yeah. Oh,
it's going to be really simple, and we're going to laugh at ourselves when you figure it out. When I get VR, I will be right in there with you, buddy.
Yeah, still stuck on the surface.
Huh.
Is there a way for you to...
I'm going to check in another I'm going to open a window and see if I can search in VR on NMS.
Is there a way for you to...
How can I dive in VR? No Man's Sky general discussion. Look down and move forward, same as in flat mode. I did not even think about it. I just did it. Water has to be deep enough, obviously. You need to get under in order... You need to get under in order to scan critters there. You... tried, but it doesn't work. I look down and I need to get this terminal, which is underwater. Okay, so somebody else needs to look at it. Try high diving. One of the VR guys says. If you jetpack to a decent height.
I'm so high up.
And
Let's
moving
go
forward.
Yeah. Oh. I'm at least underwater now.
With a PSVR controller, you can hold down R3 for a couple of seconds while floating. Once you start moving downward, you can boost the speed with the jetpack. I'm trying to see any other things that might be clues.
I got under the surface with the jetpack trick.
Options, control, movement direction, world relative. After that, you can swim normally.
That's probably why, because I just changed it to general options, control options. I just changed it to head relative. Because, yes, that worked.
Excellent.
I just changed it to head relative because world relative is also, like, kind of in alignment with, like, where your controller's pointed for some reason.
Yeah.
Oh, that is so pretty. Are you kidding me right now?
I knew you'd lose your shit when you saw it.
Oh my god. Oh my god. The Hawk of Infinity.
Okay, it's kind of glitching for me right now, and it's showing 2 sets of nacelles, one open and one closed.
Yeah.
But there's actually only one set of nacelles.
Okay. Okay.
Either open or closed, in reality. That's just a beautiful glitch that's happening right now that makes it look just fucking ridiculous.
Just absolutely bonkers. Yeah.
I'm screenshotting this thing because people are going to be like, what? First, a regular screenshot, and then here, one from camera mode. Getting the full effect. Yeah, I got a few good shots of it. There we go. Facebook group's gonna love that one. The No Man's Sky over 30s group is one of my favorite Facebook groups of all time.
Yeah.
Oh, they're so cool.
So, do I get to steal this from you? Is it?
Yeah, dude, you go. You're not
Uh,
stealing it from me. It's your like this is for your experience I'm playing today, so don't worry about it. And I could like I can keep shopping in this system. I haven't left this system yet. This is one of the systems I came into for shopping, and I'd found at least two ships I liked in it, so I was going to stay here until I found one of them in S-Class. But now I know there's at least 3 ships, including this one, which might want to become my main ship. I might want this as my main. So, yeah. But hey, if we both find it as S-Class, then we can do some serious shopping, teaming up. Yeah, this could be my 4th squadron member too. Next time I see it in
so
a
if I
station.
add ship to collection, that's how I claim it.
Yeah, and you're going to have to fix it. Now, if you don't fix it, it'll just magically show up broken in your freighter later on. And you could just go back to your other ship and fly off the planet. But if you do fix it, you're going to have to get it to somewhere that you can summon your other ship to be able to... I'd go to the anomaly right away, basically. I'd go to the anomaly right away if you wanted to keep it as a broken ship that you want to fix. It's up to you. I think you're better off wandering around this system for half an hour and finding a C-class even that isn't busted. Because trying to fix this is going to be a huge pain in the ass. I don't want to yuck your yum, but that's the reality of it. But what this lets us know is not only do these show up as crash ships, which was the question we wanted answered, but a ship that we both really like is in this system. And that will heavily motivate us to finding it.
Okay, so I did just claim it.
Scrap it. Yeah, you can take it up to the space station and scrap it once you fix it. Oh look, I'm running out of oxygen. I should probably do something about that.
I need to make the hermetic seal, blah, 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 blah.
And a couple of pieces of metal, and you'll need some chromatic. You need a piece of metal, chromatic metal.
Constructed.
Tell me if there's anything you need.
Component prepared. Product constructed. Technology prepared.
So I just injured myself scanning the cargo of the wreck.
Technology prepared.
And all it gave me was a C-class hyperdrive module.
Alright. So this should be flyable now.
Yeah, now you can get in it and fly it out of the water, which will be very fun in VR. That'll feel great. And then take it to the space station and scrap it, or get in one of your other ships and ignore it for now until you have everything to fix it. Basically, you can save up a crap load of repair kits, and that's the fastest and easiest way to fix it. It's getting a crap load of repair kits. I might even have a bunch. But,
Constructed.
yeah. If that's the route you want to take with it.
Product constructed.
If you want to keep it from a C class and then upgrade it all the way to get the maximum possible stats on it and make it your main ship, that's possible too. That can be done. Just
gotta check
we'll
out
have to
the
start-
interior of the cockpit.
We'll have to
Looks
start
good.
nanite farming. I'll take you on a sentinel killing spree, and we'll specifically do it to get nanites and farm nanites
Oh
for killing
yeah! Oh yeah!
sentinels. I bet that looks so good.
That looks
dude.
really good.
Yeah, the new cockpit.
The engines extend, and oh, it's popping out the solar sails. Ah!
What color are they?
Yellow, kind of square looking.
Yeah, the rectangle ones.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think there's 3 different kinds of solar sail. I'm sure someone out there will correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, it's that's a sweet ride you just scored, even though it's only a C class.
Going to the Outlaw Station.
Yeah, like I said, scrap it there, and then try to find one that isn't beaten up, or keep it for posterity.
I mean, you're saying if I become a nanite farmer, I can min-max this thing, right?
Yeah, but either way, you're going to want to fix it first. So getting a C class that's already fixed would be a lot less work than keeping that one.
It's not too bad though. Like as far as what it needs, it's not in horrible shape. Some chlorine, magnetized ferrite, chromatic metal, wiring loom, it's not in terrible
Like I
shape.
said, it's a fixer-upper, buddy. It's a pet project, There's nothing wrong with that. She's a beaut, bud. Total fixer-upper, Maybe 20 hours in the garage, she'll be good as new. How many times have you heard that? Whatever, 20 hours in the garage, she'll be good as new.
I'm polishing this turd.
Yeah, polish that turd, buddy. Polish that turd. So get some shine. And yes, apparently you really can polish a turd. Thank you, Mythbusters.
Yeah, right?
Component repaired. Component repaired. Component repaired.
Dolphin swimming is a viable way to swim fast now, and that makes me really happy.
You
You have
say
to swim
dolphin
along the
swimming?
surf. Yeah, so you're constantly using your thrusters and jumping out of the water and then letting go of them and falling into the water for a boost of speed underwater, and then using your thrusters to go forward and up again. And you just keep doing that, and you swim at a nice, decent pace, and it's amusing as hell because you're basically swimming like a dolphin. All right.
I need a wiring loom. I need 3 wiring looms. Some pyrite, some dioxide, some chlorine,
I have it all.
paraffinium.
Interesting fact now, because of the way that the storage works, if you call in your freighter and go on your freighter, anything that's in your freighter's storage can be accessed as if it's in your pocket. So when you have to do stuff like this and you need a whole multitude of different shit, as long as it's in the storage rooms on your freighter, as soon as you're on your freighter and up in your like main freighter area, you can do all the work on your ship and fix it all really quickly
Sweet.
without having to transfer stuff into your pockets first, you know?
But since your freighter's in the system,
It means we just have to go to another system first before you can call your freighter. But let's see, escape, discoveries. I'm gonna name this system right now Ship Shop, and we're coming back.
is there a place to buy a wiring loom on this pirate?
Possibly, but I have some either way.
I'm sure I've got some too, but
The merchant
you want me to
there
just-
sells good, but I can't remember if he's got wiring loops. I don't remember what their inventory is. Like, I'm a nerd.
I'm coming here.
I have a bit of a life. Like, I don't
I dig it. I dig it. I wish there was customization of
Oh,
the
you love-
ships,
you
like
love-
further customization. Oh,
You know why they don't do it? And I stand by them on this all the time. There's constantly people going, oh, they suck because they don't let us customize our ships. But you know what they're doing? They're creating a whole new form of gameplay in finding your ship.
Right.
And like, the whole clout is like, look at what I found. Look at the rare
That's
combination
true.
of shit that I found on my ship. That's what gives it value. It's not just like, you know, oh, I spent the most money so I can have whatever. It's, look what I fucking found. And
Right.
that gives it reality strength.
And because-
like makes the gameplay more meaningful. So
and you know the point of the game is exploration. So yeah,
yeah, like like economy is still one of the pillars of the game, but exploration is by far the biggest pillar. Like there's economy, there's combat, and there's exploration. And all of those pillars just got rebalanced. And I think that they're at a really good place with it right now. I don't think ship customization would go over well with most of the fans. It's the people that are new to the game and are just getting into it and think they know what the game needs. They're the ones that are always demanding ship customization. But anyone who's played the game for more than a year is like, no, that would ruin the game. You'd take away half of what this game is if you did that. And they get it, because just getting anything you want is too easy in
that's
reality.
true. That's true.
And like in most of the games, it's just like, okay, well, you just have to pay for that aesthetic, you know? And this game, there's no way to buy the ship you want. Like, you have to work for it, or you have to scour through everything that's been shared online. And that creates a whole online community of people that find ships and post their address in the universe.
Right.
Where to go and get that, hunt for that ship, right? What system you gotta be in to hunt for that ship. And as long as that information is getting shared out there, it's creating a much bigger community than if they had customization. That whole community would instantly be excluded, and everything
Right.
that community has built up through the 5 years of this game would be erased.
That's true.
So when you weigh the pros and cons of ship customization, it doesn't take a lot to realize like it's a bad idea in this game.
Yes.
Like, it seems so like obvious, but in the end you're like, actually no, way more fun if we don't customize our ships. Yeah. And you can still find anything you want. You just have to like sometimes rely on someone else's skills of finding it, or you're like, you know, grinding and going to all these different 3-star systems or whatever to try to find the one you want in S-Class. Love this game. And I'm really glad they fixed the combat a bit. They made it far more interesting as far as like there's implications for fucking around, especially early game. The Sentinels are pretty tough.
Cannot constructed.
I'll meet you on my freighter, and if you want, I don't know if... Oh, do they give you access to your inventory through my...
It does not appear that way.
No, I didn't think so. In my bases it will, but not in the freighter. So if I bring you to one of my bases, or if you even go to one of your bases, you should, or you go on your own freighter, you should have access to all that stuff. But if we go to one of your bases, I could also look in there and grab my stuff. Oh, they look so good next to each other, those two ships. God damn. I don't want to leave this system. I want to keep shopping for that ship.
Product constructed.
I just realized that there's a bunch of stuff I have to repair in the technology slots on this ship. I'm like, oh.
I was telling you, you want to keep shopping. You don't want to fix it.
Well, you know what? Just a couple of hours in the shop and we're good to go, brother.
Yeah.
Like-
Yeah, I know, that's the thing. That's the thing, right? It's the classic. Look what I found. It's such a great deal. I got it off Craigslist. 20 hours in the shop, it'll be good as new. And then you're
Alright,
like,
so
you know, 20 grand in on parts, and you can't figure out how to get the wheel hubs back together, and you're fucked.
I need
That's
8.
literally a story I knew.
So I thought I needed 3 wiring looms. I need 8.
I got that, dude. Easy. Okay, I'll come back on my freighter and I'll hand you all that. Because I got the 8 wiring looms. I've got everything. I'm so rich, I'd feel horrible if I didn't share. And even though it's all come to me honestly, it's so easy to get everything in this game now.
It truly is.
Like, if you know what you're doing, nothing's really that much labor. Goals are all achievable. Certain things like getting all the S-Class hyperdrive upgrades for your freighter, that's a long grind. There's no way to make that happen in a short period of time unless you're going to cheat and use exploits. But honestly, it takes a long time to get that done. Come upstairs, we'll have more access to stuff. You can still access your ship from up here.
Technology recharge. Technology recharge.
I will... Oh, God. My inventory's a mess. How many wire looms do you need? 15?
8. And 35 pugnium.
Component repaired. Technology repaired.
35 pugnium.
Component repaired. Technology repaired.
Sorry, I have to like split it up so I can add it to you. There you go. You said you needed chlorine?
Component
Yep.
repaired.
I think I only need like
Technology repaired.
10.
Component repaired. Technology
Here, this stuff's important. Have some of that.
component repaired.
Just give me some Geknip. Is that what?
No, I gave you some facium. That Gravitino ball that got me in trouble.
150 paraffinum, 40 dioxide, 60 pyrite, 120 pyrite rather.
You probably have the paraffinium. You don't have the paranithium?
I don't.
Okay.
Not on me. It might be on my cruiser, on my freighter. 25 platinum. Man, I probably could have just shot that out of the asteroids outside.
Yep. Totally. Super easily. It's okay. I'm going to give you chunks of all
Hardly
this
an
stuff.
inconvenience.
I heard you say pyrite.
120 pyrite.
Yeah, I'm going to give you more than that because it's just easier for me to do it. How much? Did you need salt? Did you need magnetized ferrite?
Nope. Oh. 63 deuterium.
I don't think I have 63 deuterium. I think I can make some though. Right, let me check in my
That's
reader.
That's something you can cook in
No,
the...
I got it. I got it.
Hold on, I need to make some space. Nip buds.
Right, you just remind me I have to go replant in my nip farm because I've been building a nip farm on here. Because nip's worth money now. It wasn't before, but now you can really make some money with nip. And it's totally illegal. They like pot's legal in real life, but nip is illegal in the galaxy. Like,
Oh, that's
Hey,
adorable.
man, if it wasn't illegal, we wouldn't have an industry around it. You know, like
Right.
those of us in BC really understand the implications of that. It pretty much destroyed the lives of thousands of people here. The legalization of weed. If they only decriminalized it, everyone would be fine. But they had to put it in the hands of a bunch of greedy asshole corporate sons of bitches. So now there's families that are starving.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well.
Yeah, I know a lot of people in like Northern California that are in that same boat where it's just like, well, great, now it's it's in the hands of Philip Morris or the people who want it to, want to be the next Philip Morris. Okay, so I'm just at 63 deuterium and 40 dioxide.
Oh really? I didn't give you the deuterium yet. I thought I had. And so dioxide?
Yeah, 40 dioxide.
I just keep giving you half of whatever stack I have. I'll give you a bit less on the dioxide because I have a shite load. Okay.
Product constructed. Product constructed. Product constructed. Technology recharge. Product constructed. constructed.
Getting it sorted out.
Product constructed.
Blue.
Component repaired. Technology repaired.
And blue.
Component repaired. Technology repaired.
I want to show you around my ship a bit. When you're done with that. I gotta take you through med bay and the engine room, you know? All the useful things that have a real purpose on my ship.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I also have to go redo my garden. Maybe I'll just start doing the garden while you do that. I'll be back here working on my garden. Back here working on the garden.
Alright.
I gotta harvest my objective over here. Oh right, and I just gave you all my facium. That was silly, I need that facium.
I can definitely give you back all the facium.
I have a whole bunch of facium plants here, more than I need. It's okay.
You sure? I can definitely give you...
Hey man, are you sure? Because that's some good shit, you know? I'm not giving you garbage.
Salvaged glass.
That's organically grown on my ship out of gut rot flowers. Grown from nothing but the best gut rot flowers. What a wonderful name for a plant, right? A gut rot flower.
Mm-hmm.
Worst blotter print ever.
Oh, you got some Audrey 2s over here?
Audrey too.
Feed me, Seymour.
Oh yeah, there's a few of those. Yes. Yeah. Little Shop of Horrors, lovelies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's where you get albumin girls. So I'm recently expanding into a nip operation, so I'm just getting some planting done. Don't mind me.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really have use for the gek nip or the nip before, so I only grew a little bit of it. But now, now that it's a cash crop, I feel like I should have a well-established nip operation on my ship. Why smuggle it into systems where you can be growing it everywhere you go?
Yeah, direct
Here,
infusion.
come back further. I want to show you back here. I'm really proud of this work. It might be a bit noisy for you if you're back here, I don't know.
That looks pretty dope already, whatever's happening back in that room.
This is the engine room that I built. Come back over here. This is like the control center, kind of like main operations for the engine room, you know?
Uh-huh.
Keep everything under control. You gotta have the safety, hazard protection, emergency hazard protection system set up. You come back over here. Yeah, there's 3 of those engines. So they're controlled from the one spot, but there's 3 of these engines powering the whole thing.
Sweet.
And these are the injectors, I figure. Some sort of big power injector, fuel injector system. And then, I guess that's all I've really built on this one so far. It's not bad. This is a decent engine room to me. Some of the new parts they've given us are just awesome.
I like that there's like more style to the walls now also, or like more options as far as like that whole corridor area back there has like a different look.
Yeah, well, you can pick whatever colors and textures, but right now they're not letting anything but clean textures load on the freighters. It's unfortunate, because I want, like, you see how my my grow boxes, they're all rusty?
They're all scrappy, yeah.
Right, I want, like, I'd love it if the whole ship could be that way. I want the whole ship to just be like this beaten up, rusty, messed up old thing. It would make me so happy.
The doorstop.
Yeah, the interdimensional doorstop. I found it as an S-class, naturally in the wild on a first landing.
Nice.
I was like, well, I guess I'm buying this ship then.
Uh-huh.
It wasn't anything like what I wanted to do for a freighter, but I was like, it's S-class, I'm taking it. No grind, I'll go there. Alright, I've now planted all the nip I can plant. I think there's a med bay on this ship. I think I remember building a different med bay and a communications center. Oh yeah, yeah. This is pretty cool. This is like the briefing room. You know, for like getting missions together, you need to have the briefing room with like the holographic display of the system we're in. Which it actually has the right amount of planets and moons for whatever system you're in, this holographic display.
Cool.
You know, somebody's office. I never finished this office, it looks lame. And a couple sleeping quarters over here, and then you have the med bay. And this is actually, I think this is my favorite med bay I've made so far. I really like this med bay. Like the surgeries over here. Right?
This is really cool, yeah.
Yeah. Med bay. Yeah, that's really it. That's everything I built on this ship, really. Otherwise, you're just looking at, like, you know, the storage area, the fucking area where I have my processors.
I like how you've got a processor back here for the kitchen.
Well, it's actually a food processor, right? That's a barbecue.
Uh-huh.
You can make food. You can make cake in there. There's an oven in here too.
Mm-hmm.
An oven big enough for guests. I always thought that was great. When you're like looking around a house, always looking at the oven, like if you're with a realtor, you know, you always look at the oven and go, ooh, nice big oven, big enough for guests. Always love that line. So good.
I like your fish tank.
But yeah, I got a fish tank, and I also got this guy. He's got a pet blob, and he just runs in circles, and he gets excited when you first walk up to him.
Oh, look at him. Oh, he's so happy. Oh, he's so happy. Hi. I know
I like
you're
the little,
happy
like,
too. You're a very good dog.
This circular track he's worn in his tank for just going in circles all day.
Blah, blah, blah,
Just
blah,
like,
blah, blah,
blah, blah, blah, blah, blah.
Have you
Looking at
named
way
him?
better
What's his
parts than
name?
this now. I haven't really. I don't know. I don't know what his name is. Blob. His name is blah 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 blah. That's totally the sound I imagined him making. Yeah. His little jumping every once in a while is so cute.
I was
Good little
disappointed
guy.
that when you put him down, you can't change his color. I was like, man, that's totally a missed opportunity. When you select the color to place him, you should be able to, like, it should just change the color of the blob, you know? But they don't give you color options. This is the new ATM system they've given us.
Oh, the black market terminal.
Well, it's a black market terminal in this system because we're in a
Nip.
black market system.
Nip nip buds.
Right, yeah, I forget that you
black
can buy more of them there.
market goods.
You can buy more of them there to accelerate my growing thing. But no, they'll double up quickly. I'll have that whole thing full of nip bud in no time.
So if it's an illegal black market good, you can buy it in a black market system.
Really
And then
cheap.
really cheap, and then go to a non-pirate system and flip it for like crazy amounts of money.
Basically doubling your cash, yeah.
Okay.
Especially if you're doing it in like a high economy system. And just like the other goods, some of them will be more demand in that system than other systems. Do you know what I mean? Like if industrial systems might want specific black market goods, and like other systems a scientific system might want entirely different black market goods that they'll pay you extra for, basically. But you're always going to get more money for black market goods in non-black market systems than you're paying for them in black market systems. So it makes the whole trade thing brainless. Because like before you had to know, okay, if I go to this kind of system and I buy this stuff and then I bring it to that kind of system, I can get the most money for it. But now it's just go to a pirate system, kill a bunch of ships, fill up your hole with like as much black market goods as you can, then fly to a legit system and sell it all, and just keep doing that.
But that's just for units.
That's just for units.
I'm gonna need to make a bunch of nanites so I can update my
right
ship.
now, the most nanites per hour method that is currently existing is the Sentinel farm method. Because the Sentinels now have summoners among them, if you go down on the surface and you like on a Sentinel extreme planet like we were on, and you piss off the Sentinels and you get them up to Sentinel level 3. You don't really want to go to 4 because then it starts getting a little too challenging. But at Sentinel level 3, there'll be at least 2 summoners. And keep killing everything but those summoners. Leave the 2 summoners alone. Never kill them. And if you keep doing that, they'll just keep spawning in all these lesser Sentinels, no big ones, and you kill all of those lesser Sentinels. And every time you're killing them, you're getting this stuff called salvaged glass. And the salvaged glass unpacks into upgrades that then you can trade for nanites. And some of them trade for as much as like 300 or 400 nanites. So yeah, big piles of salvaged glass can very quickly become a lot of nanites.
Okay. I think I have some salvaged glass in
I
my...
threw it in your inventory before. After we did that combat with those Sentinels, that's what came out of it.
Alright, so extract components will be the...
Exactly, yeah. If you hit extract components or hit E or whatever it is, I don't know what it is on the VR. But yeah, you extract those components, then they'll become an upgrade that you can either install in your suit or sell for nanites. And you can sell it for nanites at any place that sells anything for nanites. So if you're going to like a starship upgrade or in a pirate system, it would be the illegal upgrade guy, the suspicious upgrade guy, and you go sell to him, and he'll buy all that stuff off you.
Cool.
Yeah. At one point they'd patched down their value, but they ended up patching it back up because they realized that it was one of the like better and more legitimate ways to make nanites in the game, and patching it out while leaving in exploits to steal nanites is kind of stupid. So they put it back, which everyone's really happy about.
Salvage fleet fuel unit. Freighter upgrade.
Yeah, so that's a great way to get freighter upgrades, but what class is it? Class A, B, C?
It's an S.
Oh, dude, sick. So you install that on your freighter, and now whenever your guys are going out for missions, you know, when you send your ships out to get stuff,
Mm-hmm.
your frigates, it'll give them higher fuel efficiency.
Okay.
So you can have up to 6 of those installed on your freighter, 3 in technology and 3 in general.
I got some salty fingers.
Yeah, random stuff comes out of the salvage class. You never know what it's going to be. Sometimes it's like really valuable shit, and sometimes it's like just shit.
So living slime is still garbage, right?
Yeah, you could process it into nanites, but it takes a while. I just usually end up throwing it into my refiner in my backpack. Because living slime goes straight to nanites anyway, so you may as well...
I mean, that's, yeah, quality.
Just leave it running in your processor in the backpack, and it'll be nanites eventually. And you can't forget it because it's running in your backpack. Whereas if you try to process living slime in like refiners, I always end up walking away and forgetting it, and then never getting it back.
Mm-hmm.
So I've got 2 banks of refiners in here. There's one bank right here, and
Wait
there's
a minute.
another bank over there.
It's turning it into runaway mold.
Right, sorry, okay, so it turns living slime turns to runaway mold, and runaway mold turns to nanites.
Okay.
Sorry, skipped a step.
I have some runaway mold that I can, salty fingers is garbage.
Yeah, you could just go into the terminal and sell it to get rid of it. At least it turns into a little bit of money. Or you can see what you can make with it, you know? If you get salty fingers, flour, and eggs, you could probably make something pretty delicious.
Yum.
The salty fingers usually come out of the ocean. They're usually like from killing some sort of fish. Or a marine mammal.
Living pearl.
Living
Tainted
pearl. Tainted metal can be processed into nanites, or it could be spent at the scrap dealer. Tainted metal goes really well into nanites. It's like 2 nanites for every tainted metal or something. So you get a lot of nanites out of tainted metal. That's why my favorite way to get nanites is doing the abandoned freighters, because you can get a shitload. You always pick up like at least 2,000 nanites or 2,000 tainted metal on an abandoned freighter, and then you can turn those into 4,000 nanites. So if you can do like 5 of them in an hour, that's 50,000 nanites. Or something. I can't remember now, my math's off. But anyway, yes, I enjoy doing it that way. It might take a bit longer than farming sentinels, but it's more amusing. Unfortunately, they disabled my egg farms. The monstrous abominations or whatever that come out of the ground when you pick up the larval eggs. Yeah, they're not nice, and they go through walls now. And they didn't used to go through walls, so I used to be able to set up these egg farms where I'd be able to like spawn them into like a walled-in area and then pick up all the rest of the eggs easily.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not a thing anymore. They took that away. I still have a couple of bases though that are marked as egg farms, and it's kind of handy because there's like at least 2 larger abandoned buildings there, so there is a shitload of eggs there. But it's a lot riskier to get them now than it used to be. I forgot about this little mini kitchen. I like this kitchen.
Product constructed.
I'm actually really happy with how this last build worked out. Kind of like putting together everything I learned from freighter building before, you know? Where I actually want everything.
Dirty bronze. That's exchangeable for nanites, presumably.
Dirty bronze? No, I think they'll only take money for it. God, I never finished up this room. Something like that. This one. So my dudes can suit up quick for an emergency.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Need a locker room. There's absolutely no purpose to having that many customization stations, but it just looks so cool. Yeah, I like.
You've definitely tricked out this capital ship extremely well.
It's doing the job for me. And I tried to keep it so that it would still load for other people. Like, I want it to be impressive, but not impossible.
Right.
So I kind of like figured out where the limits were. And I could add, there will be another floor, but it's just going to be like basically full of glitches.
Did you design this logo, or is this like built into the game?
The Cafe 42 is built into the game.
That's awesome. They just like throw it in there. They're just like,
There's
here's a cup
so
of
many
tea
different
and a
stickers.
whale and a
Yeah, there's so many stickers and posters and stuff now, and they're constantly releasing more. Like, and that's the stuff you unlock with Quicksilver, right? So you can, in the anomaly, you can basically earn Quicksilver, and there's so much you can unlock now, it's ridiculous. Yeah, it's pretty funny, eh? Are you taking pictures?
No, I was just
It looks like there's like a camera flash around you sometimes. It's trippy. Oh, I have a little square dudes now too. Forgot about that. There he is, the little wayward cube.
isn't platinum refinable into nanites too, if I remember correctly, or was that
Very crappily, very slowly, very slowly, and with a very horrible return. But yes, that's a big yes, bud. Oh, there's this new thing that we could build that everybody's been tripping out about that I'm gonna try it right now. And it's kind of like, it's kind of a glitch. No, it's not letting me do it. How does it work?
I remember that. Because you called yours the compensator, I called mine it's the motion of the ocean, because it's a little bit smaller.
Yeah. That's so good, dude. I'm so glad. What I've been doing to people is like slipping into their game when they're first starting, right? And joining them on their home system, and then just start naming shit all over their planet.
Oh yeah, you did that for
like,
me, like when I was introducing Darth
so
Line.
much fun doing that to people, man, and they're like, "What?"
Muffin66, this will not be available on Oculus. I mean, like, you can still play it through an Oculus, but you need to have a PC to run it. I don't know if it's VR compatible on PlayStation VR. I don't think so. It is available and cross-playable PC to PlayStation, right? Grady?
Yes, it's all full crossplay, so it doesn't
Yeah.
matter what platform you're playing it on. You can play with your friends.
Yeah, but I don't know if they have the VR compatibility on PlayStation.
So far, the smallest system I've seen it running on is a what do you call it? A Nintendo
Switch?
yeah, Switch.
Oh, really?
It's out on Nintendo Switch. So that is
Oh.
so far so showing just how capable they are of making it run on smaller processors and smaller GPUs.
Mhm.
It can run. And if you do turn the settings down, even like people playing it on weaker PCs are finding like a pretty satisfying play experience out of it.
I wonder then if it would
the main
ever
limitations
get
end up being
ported.
draw distance.
Yeah.
Draw distance ends up being a real big factor when you're playing it on anything that's like a sub-high memory PC. You know,
Right.
having a good amount of memory and a good like fast PC makes a big difference for those aspects of the game. But otherwise, it's surprising what it'll run on.
Yar. I wonder, like, you know, I doubt that it would ever get I doubt it would ever be ported to Quest, just because, like, the limitations of the Quest. It just, like, you would have to step down so much of the textures and details in order to get it to, like, run on that cell phone chip.
That's exactly it.
But yeah, like, you could still, like, air link to a PC if you, but you'd need to be able to run it on a PC.
I know that at one point No Man's Sky, or the Hello Games, I should say, explored the idea of making a mobile version of No Man's Sky,
Mm-hmm.
and before it was a thing they even talked about to anyone, they abandoned it. And then every time anyone's brought it up with them, they're like, "No, we've already explored that. We'll never do a mobile version."
We tried.
Like they're not willing to do the compromises that they'd have to do,
Right?
Because they would have, and they want everything to be full crossplay. So they want that experience to be available on all platforms, and by expanding it to more platforms is their business model. Like
Right.
they can't sell new copies if they can't sell it on more platforms. So they are motivated to keep pushing it out on more platforms, and they have been. You know, it's everywhere.
Right.
It's just that the equipment compromise. You know what I mean? Like they're only going to program it to go down so low.
Right.
There's a lot of stuff in this game that's really demanding because it's procedurally generated. The actual rendering distance, because it's basically searching for the assets algorithmically, it takes time to load everything around you, and that's what messes with things when you're exploring a planet and you're on an underclass system in this game. It does get frustrating because there is more of the accidentally falling through terrain that isn't loaded yet, or just not seeing things until they're like right in front of you. So that's not okay for a lot of players that are playing on lower end systems. That's what they've found frustrating. Yeah. Looks like the other crew's on to Valheim now.
I mean, I do have S tier Vesper sale on this.
S tier what for sale?
Vesper sale on my Hawk of
Yeah.
Infinity.
All of the sales are S tier.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes me feel less special, thanks.
Yeah, no worries. That's why I'm here, bud. Yeah. Remember, you're not special. Everyone suffers just like you do.
Existence is pain.
Yeah. Just because we went to school on a short bus doesn't mean we're special. But if your class had less than 12 kids, we might have something to talk about.
Oh man, this game just is so cool, and they just keep on pushing the boundaries with it. It is awesome.
I'm really happy with it. I like it.
I'm glad I picked it up.
They've given us. How many things they've given us over time? They've so far beyond redeemed themselves.
So
and now have
far.
kind of set the standard of like this is how all game companies should be.
Right. Like,
Like,
look,
if
we
we
made
could just
enough
have-
money. We're gonna just keep on pumping out content for the next
If-
16 years.
If there were 12 boutique game companies the quality of Hello Games, our whole gaming industry would be so content. Like the players would be so happy. Because that's all we need is about that much variation of like really good in-depth games that are being properly maintained and updated, and like that build communities, you know, and especially games that focus on non-toxic game loops in multiplayer.
Yeah.
That's huge, dude.
Yeah.
Like there's something about eventually after a while, most of the multiplayer games, you're like, man, there's something toxic about this loop.
And it's nice when they've built a game that's thought of that and thought of ways to make it less of that. It's I'm really proud of them. They're freaking awesome devs. Yeah. As you can tell, I'm a fan now. I can't help it.
I like your multi-tool room here.
Yeah.
Are these all multi-tools that you own,
No.
or is it just decorative?
No, it's just decorative.
All
It's
right.
building parts. I just tend to build the terminals that you get right in the first missions of the game. You get these terminals for your bases that you get NPCs at. I build them into my freighters just to fill the freighter out with crew a bit more, because otherwise they always felt really empty. So, you know, I put my, like, garden guy, he's back in the garden, he's got his little biolab back there, and, you know, my science officer is on the bridge right next to the everything. Actually, why isn't he here? My science officer's on the bridge, and my, like, construction guy is on the bridge, my engineer. This looks cool. I haven't really done much with this bridge yet. Usually I spend a lot of time decorating a bridge, and I haven't done anything on this thing yet. It's not where I was inspired this time. Yeah. And I haven't really done the upstairs yet. I'll do it eventually. But it's just going to be like a place to store glitches, which I haven't even been collecting this game yet. So.
Well, you need like the captain's lounge too, like officers, you know.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I think it's fine that, you know, they hang out at Cafe 42 with the rest of the crew. I think that's, you know.
That's true, but like, you know, where's Picard gonna get his Earl Grey hot?
He's got his own
know.
office. He's got his own office.
Let's see
It's a
this.
tiny little office. I haven't finished it yet, but there's a tiny little office behind the briefing room, which is obviously where the captain would, like, dress down anybody after, you know, the briefing. You know, he'd bring them in here and give them a firm talking to.
Yeah, but he's not gonna be able to like unwind and have.
No, well, like I said, I haven't done everything in here yet, and really, it's only a T-junction of a hallway. It's not even a real room.
And where's your
But, you know-
holodeck? You don't have a holodeck. How are you gonna play VR in VR if you don't have a
Dude.
holodeck?
Myself and my entire crew are cybernetic. We just plug in.
Fair.
Like, I've got a jack on the back of my skull for that, dude.
As they say in Futurama, jacking on. Yes.
Yeah. They had to call it jacking on. It's obvious,
Uh-huh.
you know? The alternatives would just never be marketable.
Correct.
We have to go to a cool base. Here, I'll go to a cool base. I can check on my village. Have you seen it?
Oh, I haven't been to a settlement yet.
Warning. Threat detected.
Oh, and I show up and there's a battle. Of course. If you just magically ended up in your spaceship, that was my fault.
I totes ended up in my spaceship. But
Yeah,
that's
I had to-
okay. I'm
had to-
going to the
I had to-
anomaly.
I had to call my freighter so that I could get my my big fighting gorilla with a flamethrower over here to start killing some of these sentinels. I'm really lazy and I like to get my pet and my minotaur to do it. Alright. Team's fully here.
your settlement?
Yeah, I'm at my settlement fighting sentinels.
Okay, I'm
Fighting
coming on
corrupted
over.
Corrupted sentinels.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm not even in your game anymore.
Shit. Okay, well, the easiest way to fix that is to go to the login screen and come back in. Restart my session. That, or else I will go out and join yours. in
Hi,
2
good
seconds.
doggy. You're very good doggy.
You got a doggy that visits you while you play? I got a kitty that visits me.
Yeah, you never met Happy Doggy. He's the handsomest doggy in the whole wide world.
Everyone says their doggy is the handsomest doggy in the whole
Well,
wide world.
everyone's a liar because I actually have him.
I'm not going to argue with you because you're obviously compromised on this argument. Like, you obviously have no object.
No, I've got objective proof. I'll send you pictures.
All right. You're entitled to your opinion, and I won't yuck your yum.
Clearly, I understand that I have been that my opinion is absolutely 100% compromised.
Although, if it was a baby, I would 100% of the time say, "My God, that's an ugly baby." I say it
Wait a
all
minute.
the time. All the time. When people show me
Wait a
a
minute.
picture of their baby for the first time, you want to see my baby is the cutest baby ever? And I go, "Oh my God, that's an ugly baby." As if I like say it like responsibly and without control. And it's so funny, dude. It's my favorite thing to say. And they always look at me just fucking horrified. And like, I go, "I'm just kidding." I never say their baby's beautiful or anything. I just say, "I'm just kidding." I just love doing it. I just love telling people their baby's
just
ugly.
joined the
It's the
group
funniest
randomly
thing
from the anomaly. I didn't even mean to.
Great. Now you're in them with them. That's awesome.
Yeah, hold on. Let me fix this.
It's okay. Like I said, I could join you in instant, or you could come and join me.
I'm gonna join you. Hold on. I'm gonna quit to mode select.
Correct. And you could blame Starlink for why we're getting disconnected occasionally.
16. Normal load save. I mean, would it
robot
like
buddy's
how
unhappy.
appropriate is it though that like we're getting rough connection over Starlink while playing No Man's Sky?
It's no. Yeah, here's the thing. It's not that I have rough
Traveler
connection.
Artemis.
And I've noticed this, and one of my friends claims that if I put my dishy up higher, it should stop. But whenever I'm swapping satellites, I get enough lag that it only in multiplayer games I'll get tossed
Are you
out.
on your freighter or are you on planet surface?
I'm on the ground. I'm on the planet's surface. I'm hanging out in my settlement, and I'm riding my robotic dog around the settlement. Honestly, that's what's happening right now.
I see your freighter over there, but I don't see your icon.
Oh, I'm here. There should be a blue dot.
There's a gateway, a portal? What? Okay, I see you now. I see you.
Okay, the citizenry
Little
have proposed a festival
Sugamary.
in remembrance of spectacular trades. Though such an event may prove expensive, polling indicates 96% of the citizens approve of the spending. Endorse the celebration? Fuck yeah, I'm endorsing the celebration. It's gonna give me 4% happiness. My citizens are stoked. What do we got?
Oh yeah, 100% happiness now. Productivity is at 1 million a day. And it's still only an A-class settlement. But 69 citizens.
Yo,
Nice.
nice.
Hey. Oh, am I dying again? I should really fill my life support. Hey, if I knew I was actually going to be on your screen, I should have put my robot voice on.
Outpost status vulnerable. This is cool. Is this a pirate system?
Nope.
No.
This is a legal system.
Okay. So you're
So you
telling
can,
me
like,
I can
go to
I
one
can
of the trade terminals here and sell all
flip
your shit. Yeah.
I can flip this nip.
Yeah. Flip your nip. Yeah.
Smuggled contraband.
Oh, it's not letting me sell my Starship inventory here. That sucks. I never noticed that before. But it will let me sell my freighter inventory because I kept everything over my freighter.
So wait, that's your Minotaur, but it doesn't have the regular face on it. You've got like
There's this whole quest that you can go on to get like an AI for your Minotaur and a whole bunch of upgraded weapon systems and stuff. So your Minotaur becomes its own like
sentient.
yeah.
Cool.
It just becomes a bodyguard rather than just a vehicle.
Oh,
You can still get in it and pilot it.
I'm freezing.
I bet you are. It's cold out here.
Mm-hmm.
It's a frozen planet. I just took the first settlement they gave me on this save, and I never really tried to get a different one that I liked more, and I feel like I should. I just haven't found one that I liked more yet. As soon as I find one I like more, I'll drop this settlement, even though it's like fully developed now. Why am I buying stuff? I meant to sell stuff.
Uh-oh. I think I just called in a sentinel attack.
Oh, that's great.
Because this is the first settlement I've been to. So it, like, is running the...
That's fine. We'll kill them. My squad's already here, so it's very convenient. Mine.
No Man's Sky.
It's pretty amusing right now, actually. Saddest Clown's streaming, and
Hello.
He's in VR, and I'm showing him some of the weird new stuff that's gone on in No Man's Sky. Since
Yeah, Money was talking about some of it. Any word from Paulie?
I have not heard from him yet. I have not seen him online yet. I could message him. I haven't tried.
Well, Evan's going to have to get off for a while soon, although he couldn't come back
Okay,
later.
I'll do that right now. I'll see if I can message Polly.
All right, I'm going back to Evan's channel. Later, guys.
All right, take it easy.
Have a good one.
How's my sister?
This is rad, dude. It is. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and get some food and rest in me, though. I gotta get to work tomorrow.
Completely understand, my friend.
But
And
this
glad
has
we
been
had this
awesome.
session.
Yeah. Thank you for helping me get the solar sail ship.
Yeah,
And
yeah. I'm glad
for
you found one you
showing
like.
me the ropes and everything. We'll need to do this again soon so we can do the like ghost ships and all the good stuff.
Yeah. Awesome.
Well, yeah, thank you. This was awesome.
Yeah, thank you.
We'll
Take it
catch
easy.
you soon.
Yeah, you will.
All right, so yeah, again, No Man's Sky, man. This thing's awesome. Well, let me. So, yeah, Muffin 66. This is it is a pretty great game. It's very exploration based. The whole plot of the game or storyline of the game, you start out crash landed on a alien planet. You don't know how you got there. You don't know, like, you know, you're it starts out as like just a survival game, just like try to, you know, find enough resources to keep yourself alive, rebuild your ship, get yourself a foothold in the galaxy. And then as you know, kind of like build and explore, you get into the larger and larger and larger systems of that galaxy and into kind of a multiverse of you know, what are called travelers. You're a traveler inside of this, you know, space. And, you know, ultimately every traveler is its own, you know, experience of this kind of like larger universe. I won't get into too much detail as far as like what the storyline is in case you want to play it, which I highly recommend if you've got a PC or, you know, on a PlayStation. You know, this game is definitely one that's worth checking out. It came out in 2016 to a very angry community that was expecting way more than the developers were able to deliver at that point in time. And there was so much hype behind it that, you know, like everybody was just like ready to see, you know, the number one coolest space game possible, and, you know, the developers could only bring it so far before they had to release it because of contractual obligations and whatnot. And so, like, you know, it was kind of received as this giant flop, but they'd sold enough copies and made enough money on release with all of the hype that was out around the game that they were able to continue funding their company and just continually putting out content. And it's really turned around into something absolutely spectacular. and they just keep on putting out free updates as time progresses, and continually grow their game. They've put so much love and care into growing this game that it is what it is now, and will continue to grow into something that we as players of the game have no idea what it's going to evolve into over the course of time. The developers are just constantly pushing the envelope and turning it into a bigger and cooler and more enriched experience. So it's definitely top 5 of my personal games, that I would recommend everybody buy, because it's just an awesome experience. And the fact that you can play it in VR and just kind of come back in every now and again and just be like, whoa, what is going on? Like, there's always something fun to explore. So and that's really the point of the game. Is it is a very exploration based game. Like the core gameplay is discovery, and that makes for a really awesome VR experience, and just like being able to see and experience something that's very very tactile and very just pleasant to just pop into and hang out and wander around and get lost in for a while. So super awesome game. I really like it. I know some of the feedback I've heard from other people that I've introduced to this game is just kind of like, well, what are we doing? I'm like, we're exploring, we're going into space, we are part of this huge cosmic thing. And yeah, like I only showed a little bit of it. The vastness of this game is unbelievable. You're going, like, galaxies are procedurally generated, or like solar systems are all procedurally generated. So you're hopping from solar system to solar system to solar system, just like what's on this planet. All this, procedurally generated flora, fauna, environments. Some planets are ice planets, some planets are volcanic, some planets are ocean planets. Like, go and explore and see all the things and identify all of the rocks and plants and animals, and it's just this massive sprawling universe that you can just go get lost in for a while. So it's super fun. It has this very beautiful philosophical aspect to it that is like, this game was the thing that like was my comfortable little home away from home when I was dealing with the first phases of the coronavirus shutdown, and I just needed someplace nice and pleasant to spend my time, where I wasn't just like panicking about reality falling apart. So yeah, I love this game, and I love coming back to it, and just like every couple of months something new has been added, and it just keeps getting bigger and cooler. So highly recommend No Man's Sky for everybody that can play it. Should definitely have a copy of it so they can hop in and just keep on exploring the way I get to. So yeah, hope that makes sense. Have I played Elite Dangerous? I have not. I have a copy of it. I haven't gotten into it. As I understand it, it's extremely detailed. So, like, you gotta spend the time to, like, figure out how to, like, bring up the landing gear on your craft, and, all of the little finite, very small details are represented in that. So it's always been just kind of like a little bit of a barrier to entry for me, because I know I'm not gonna spend the time to like deeply invest in it, because I've spent so much time doing other stuff, but primarily Pop 1 content. So it's a little bit of a steep learning curve for me to jump into something that detailed. Peso, this is not Pop 1 today. Yeah, this was No Man's Sky. All right, so I'm gonna go head on out, get some rest and get some food in me. I'll be on Pop 1 tomorrow, I think. So a little earlier in the week than usual. Actually, I might hold off a little bit. I don't know. We'll see what's up. I've got so much Pop 1 content scheduled and ready to go. I kind of feel like it's a good time for me to like explore some other games, get into play some stuff that is outside of my norm, while we're kind of waiting. Like I've got all like I think Legions ends on Thursday. Oh yeah, this game would be much easier to pick up. The No Man's Sky is not nearly as grindy as Elite Dangerous, as I understand it. Yeah. But kind of back to what I was saying, like I've got Pop 1 content scheduled out all the way through the end of Legions, as far as I know. And then I've got I've got Legions content already lined up for the next few days until Legions goes away, and then we'll see what happens after that, and I'll kind of play it by ear after that. But I'm less driven to make a bunch of Pop 1 content while I've got so much already in the hopper. I've got like videos scheduled out through the 22nd of this month already, so I'm like 3 weeks ahead already. So that's a great opportunity to like play a little Demio, play a little other stuff, and just kind of like make some more diverse content. And then hopefully we'll get Metropolis Royale back at some point soon, fingers crossed, and we'll be able to dive back in on Pop 1 and just enjoy it again. That's what's really been missing for me right now. So I don't know why the updates only come out on Thursdays. Yeah, I'm sure there's some sort of logic to it internally. Like, they get, it's probably something along the lines of like, the biggest flood of gaming, like gamers are coming in on the weekends, so getting it out like a day before the weekends gives them a time to like troubleshoot it and like make sure everything's up and running before like the main crowd hits the servers. That's all. That's just a guess, but that I'd say that's probably a pretty good guess. But yeah. Anyways, like I said, I'm gonna head on out. Thank you guys so much for being here. Hope you guys had fun. I know I enjoyed this little session. Just something calming and fun to just immerse myself in for the evening. Plus I got to hang out with outerloper, and he's always good.